a time when community is so important. You know, in situations like these, you often start to see touchstones, human touchstones to the story. I just got this from the San Rafael City School District. This school district covers many schools there in San Rafael, and San Rafael has portions that are right there at the water's edge. They are saying they are aware of the tsunami warnings, but they want to let parents know that emergency officials are in touch with all schools, and at this time, all students and staff are safe. The school day, at least in San Rafael, is continuing as normal. That's a contrast to what we saw, Liz, down in Pacifica, where young people are being evacuated up to Oceana High School.
Yeah, that's right, Reed. And we're hearing that BART is actually holding trains to the Trans-Bay Tube out of precaution for this. And we're still, you know, kind of seeing how the different communities along the coastline there. Okay, hold on. My producer's talking to me real quick. Say that again, Dave. Okay, we're hearing they're also clearing trains out of underground stations as well. Now we're hearing several schools are evacuated. And earlier, about 10 minutes ago, we spoke with the captain with the San Francisco Fire Department, saying that if you live near the coast, I'm talking if you live in San Francisco, if you live in the outer Richmond,
right,
if you live over by Ocean Beach, you live near the Marina area, very densely populated areas. If you go to school in one of those areas, check on your kids. They're probably looking for ways to get to higher ground. Also along, you know, if you can see a bridge or you can get to a bridge easily from where your home is in San Francisco, chances are you need to move to higher ground. You know, the fire captain said right now there's not necessarily an evacuation point. They're working on that now. I'm anticipating some information coming on that. But when in doubt, move to higher ground. Luckily in San Francisco, it is a very hilly area. So when in doubt, go up the hill and go to those areas.
12:10, those waters are supposed to crest in San Francisco, and we start to see those first waves. But in the meantime, we're going to go to Ryan Yamamoto, who is watching the conversation happening on social media. Ryan, what are you seeing?
Social media. This is happening up in the northern part of Ferndale. We're seeing that the Victoria Inn has sustained some damage there. That is the historic inn in Ferndale that is just south of Eureka. So we're seeing some damage up there. We're also seeing some damage at an Alamo pool that is shaking. But I want to give you some perspective on what is happening here, because we had talked about the magnitude 7.0 earthquake. Trying to give you an idea of how big of an earthquake this is. Loma Prieta in 1989, that was a 6.9 earthquake. Northridge in 1994, that was a 6.7. And probably the most recent that at least we remember here in Northern California, in Napa in 2014, that was a 6.0 earthquake. You also talked about, with Brian Hackney, talking about the extent of the potential tsunami that might be hitting the coast of California, and if indeed a tsunami is triggered. He was talking about the size of the earthquake related to the extent of the tsunami. Probably the two most recent things that are ingrained, at least in my mind, when you talk about tsunamis and damages, you're thinking about Japan. That tsunami in 2001, well, that was sparked by a 9.0 earthquake. So that's a huge difference, a 9.0 versus a 7.0 earthquake. And then, of course, in 2004, you have that big tsunami in the Indian Ocean. That was sparked by a 9.2 or a 9.3. So there you have your comparison about how strong the tsunami may or may not be versus a 7.0. But we're looking at some video right now of some damage happening in some different areas right now. I believe this is in Alamo. They felt some shaking at this pool right there. And so, as you know, when the earthquake hits a pool, the water starts sloshing in and out. But the good news is the epicenter of this earthquake, even though it's extremely strong and it's off the coast of Northern California, it's in a very remote area, so there's not a lot of large buildings. And so not a lot of things that can come toppling down. But we're working to get some images coming off from the Victoria Inn in Ferndale. And you can see, and from that video, once we get that up running, you can see a lot of bottles on the ground. The door of the inn, the historic inn, has fallen down, and the bar the bar area is completely just shattered glass all over the place. But as you can see, the extent of the tsunami all the way from the San Francisco Bay Area up past the Oregon coast. We're keeping a very close eye. I think you had mentioned that a lot of people are kind of timing the potential tsunami. And then you're seeing a lot of people right now, they're getting to high ground, and you have a lot of looky-loos. There's a lot of video and pictures of people on top of Fort Mason looking down at the bay. They're in a safe location, but they're trying to witness what potentially might be a tsunami coming into the San Francisco Bay.
Thank you, Ryan. I want to get to Angie, who works out of Humboldt. And Angie, are you on the phone? Can you hear me okay? Angie, are you there?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Hi,
I can
Angie.
hear you.
It's Elizabeth with CBS News Bay Area. I heard that we're hearing that you felt the earthquake. What was that like? Tell us about the shaking, that initial quake.
It was pretty frightening. It all happened so suddenly. We're all moving around trying to get the restaurant ready for opening. We opened in less than 10 minutes, and all of a sudden it just started shaking. We're all so out of breath from running out and grabbing everything that was important and grabbing each other. The first thing we worried about was just grabbing one another and getting out of there.
Sure. And where have you gone now? Have you moved to higher ground?
Well, there isn't really any immediate higher ground near us. We're right at the edge by the river, right here at the Rio del River, the Eel River. And so the first thing was just to get outside, but there isn't any real higher ground like directly next to us. We'd have to run a couple blocks.
And we're hearing the power is out to most of that area. Are you seeing that where you are?
Yeah, we have no power. We're unable to open the restaurant. We're currently just trying to assess the damage, clean up a little bit, and then keep the refrigerators closed. Since there's no power, we don't want anything else spoiling any further.
And what are crews in the area telling you? Are you seeing a lot of emergency crews going around telling folks to try to get out of there?
Yeah, we went to the bar right attached to the building, and we went to go check on her, and she was very distraught. And then we checked on the neighboring stores, made sure everybody got out okay, and it looks like everyone got out okay.
And Angie, what's the plan moving forward here? I mean, there's still a tsunami warning for that area. Are you moving to another area? Are you staying outside where it's safer in case there is another earthquake? We know there's been some aftershocks.
Well, for the first few minutes, we were remaining outside, but everybody's just so on edge. We decided to go check on the neighboring stores, make sure everyone got out all right. And then once that was done, we came back, and right now we're just assessing the damage and trying to clean up a little bit. But we'll probably move once everybody gets back with their kids. My bosses went to go pick up their kids, and then we should be heading out of here.
Right, and talk to us about the communication in these areas, because all of the emergency responders from the Oregon coast all the way down to where we are in San Francisco and beyond are saying stay in touch with these alerts, pay attention to these alerts. Okay, what kind of communications are you getting there in Humboldt County? If the power is off, are you just limited to cell phone communication?
Yeah, we're just working with the phones. Thankfully, we have a landline that we're using right now.
Paint us a picture, because we saw some of the images out of a business there. It looked like it was powerful enough to rip a door off the hinges and shake up things quite a bit. Paint us a picture. If you were calling on the cell phone and you were telling somebody out of state what you're seeing, what are you seeing?
Well, I'm seeing a lot of pieces of the drywall everywhere. We're in a very old building, so we tried to quickly get out, but the doors of the refrigerators are swinging open. Things are falling out of the refrigerator, and then chunks of the wall, we could hear it cracking and see it cracking. And so right now we're just trying to sweep up all the mess from the broken chunks of wall.
Okay, Angie, thank you so much. Important to get your perspective. We will be checking back in with you, hoping that you and everyone in your community are safe. But Liz and Jess, this is just important to talk about here, because they were the closest. They are the touchstone to what is now the ripple effect to all of us down in the San Francisco Bay Area. Once again, we're watching our clock. We hope you are as well. It's 11:46 right now, Pacific time, 12:10. The first time that we will see those tsunami warnings deliver on the impacts.
And speaking of the timeline of this, too, this earthquake happened just an hour ago at 10:44. The time now is 11:47. And as we are continuing to keep a close eye on that tsunami warning, we're watching the aftershocks. You can see it on your screen to the top left. There's been 10 aftershocks so far, just offshore, closer to Eureka, all throughout Humboldt County. One of the strongest aftershocks reported so far has now been downgraded to 4.2, but this is continuing to last throughout these communities, and they're continuing to feel those impacts just after that initial shock of a 7.0 magnitude earthquake at 10:44 this morning, just offshore of Humboldt County. And you see that map to the left of your screen, widespread throughout that coastline, anywhere from southern Oregon all the way down into the Bay shoreline near San Francisco, Bodega Bay, down closer to Santa Cruz too. We're now under a tsunami warning until further notice. And when the National Weather Service does issue a tsunami warning, the first thing you need to do, immediately take action. This is a dangerous dangerous situation. A tsunami could become widespread. There could be widespread flooding due to the tsunami, and that's either expected or occurring. So the National Weather Service says that dangerous coastal flooding and powerful currents are possible, and they're going to continue throughout the next several hours. And that's what we're seeing right now. Reed mentioned 12:10. That's when they said they're reported to see that really crest into the San Francisco shoreline.